Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel, and this episode we are back on the Audi S5. We're going to get all of this fixed, and also I've had a right accident and I made a right mess. Let me talk to you about that. So yeah, the other day I popped down to Automotive Finesse just to show Rudy the car and just say, right, you know, I'm thinking I'm going to have this painted now. What can you do for me? So he gave me a good quote for all the work to be done. Today we're going to be taking it there. But as I came back from that visit, when I pulled onto my drive, which I have to sweep round because I usually park my car in the front, so I have to sweep round and just avoid this little wall here. Well, I accidentally caught this wall and this wall fell over onto my car. Let me show you what it did. Yeah, couldn't believe it. I actually put a massive dent in the front wing here. I immediately rang Automotive Finesse that night and just said, can you fix this as well, guys, when you're actually doing the other work? And he's like, to be honest, the amount of work we'd need to do on that, for the sake of it, you might as well buy a new wing. So that's what I did. I bought myself a brand new wing direct from Audi. Yeah, this was 350 quid. At least I know it's perfect and it's going to do the job, and it's going to make Rudy's job a little bit easier because he can now just paint that in. It's already primed, so he can paint it and lacquer it, and then that'll be good to go. Let me tell you what else he's going to do as well. So not knowing about bodywork, what I didn't realise is that you can't just wrap, or I'm told you can't just wrap direct onto this plastic, because the wrap probably won't stick to this, so you're better off getting a clear coat put on this, and that will then allow the wrap to stick. So that's one of the jobs that he's going to do. So I could never get this rear bumper to actually line up correctly, and if you press it in here, it pushes out at the end there. So what Rudy has said is what they're going to do is they're going to get this to fit correctly with the lines here, and then what they may have to do is redo this swage line down here so it matches with the original one, and maybe trim a bit off the edge there so it's perfect. So he's going to sort that for me both sides. So originally what I then asked him to do was to then just prime the actual rear bumper and put a clear coat on the top so that I can actually then wrap it. Moving on to the front. So first thing, I had to buy this new bonnet because you need this if you're doing a facelift upgrade, because the way that the bonnet meets the bumper here, it changes and it's different to the pre-facelift, so you definitely need a new bonnet. So I bought that here again direct from Audi. So that is already primed, so that again I said, well, just lacquer it and then I can wrap it. And then the front bumper, that fits quite well, so he's just going to again prime all that and then lacquer that. So it was great, but on the drive home I'm thinking, well, so Rudy had mentioned if he's prepping the panels, priming the panels and then lacquering them, the only thing he hasn't done is the base coat in between. And he said, why don't you just get it painted anyway? And I'm like, well, no, I'm going to wrap it. But I'm thinking, I might decide not to wrap the car. And if I do decide not to wrap the car, I'm going to have a car with all different coloured panels. I rang him back just to ask how much more it would cost to actually paint it. And it wasn't. It was only a few more £100, which is basically the cost of the paint and a bit of time in the booth, because all the work is in the prepping. I said, well, you know what, Rudy, go ahead and paint it then. So let's do it body colour. So it'll all be silver. So the car, hopefully when I get it back from Rudy's, will be totally silver as it should be, and it's going to look absolutely amazing. So after all that, let's get the car over to Automotive Finesse, hand it over and leave it with them for about a week, so then get this looking great. The car has now been handed over, so next time we'll hopefully see this, it's going to be fully one colour and looking brilliant.
3 days later.
So now we're going to go pay a visit to Automotive Finesse, and we're going to take the F-Type. We're going there for two reasons. One reason is to just see the progress on the S5. The other reason, I got these watermarks on the actual bonnet of my F-Type. So I'm going to get Rudy to, he said he might have some magic that could bring those off. If not, we could maybe polish them off. So I'll take it to the experts and he can advise what I need to do to get rid of these.
1 hour later.
So I've made it here now with Automotive Finesse, and I've got the Jag in here, but the rain is absolutely awful. But look at this, here's my Audi at the moment, so no rear bumper. And it looks like they've created this little bracket here, look, to make sure that it's going to fit correctly at the back there. And on it's off for a spray, and front bumper's gone. Blimey. A bit of a mess, but hopefully we'll be getting that back. It's Monday today. I think Rudy said that should be ready for Friday. So fantastic. So let's see what we can find out about the F-Type and why we've got this watermarks on the bonnet. Look at this. So this is a 360, Ferrari 360. So they've just done full paint on this. It's absolutely awesome. This was a grey car, I think. I'm now gone for the Rosso red, which obviously increases the value of these cars when you have the Rosso red. But yeah, they're just at the moment polishing stage and getting this ready to refit everything back on it. Yeah, took most of it off. How was that work then? How was that go? Some magic.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Are they the same? Mark, watermarks.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you say that's caused these?
Water. Calcium in the water.
Calcium in the water, right. Yeah, the bad one down there. So if you can see it on the camera, but it's really...
So you see these, yeah?
Yeah. So how is this penetrating through then?
It dissolves the calcium.
Ah, okay.
Doesn't always get them off. It all depends on how deep
Yeah.
it goes into the clear coat of the tank. Right here, you can see it with there.
Yeah, still on that feed, that bit's still on there. We've certainly reduced a lot of it. Definitely lifting them all off. Spots that were just very hard to get out, so he's just polishing them out. So yeah, there we go, my S5 is in good hands, and I'm going to leave that with Automotive Finesse and hopefully get that back later in the week, which for you might be about 20 seconds.
3 days later.
I just had the call now from Automotive Finesse that my car's ready, so they're coming here to pick me up, and then next time you see me, we'll be at the garage. Let's go. Well, here we are, Automotive Finesse, and got a couple of cars in at the moment. Look, they're messing around with a nice R8, an RSR replica, but the car we've come to see is this one. There she is. And he even did that for me. So I asked him if he could just do that in black, which he has done. So that now matches, so we've got this all black sleek down there. That looks fabulous. Absolutely well impressed.
1 hour later.
So that's it, the car's back on my drive now, and the journey home was really good, and I didn't damage it bringing it in, so that's really good. Looking brilliant. And on the way home, I think I've decided I'm selling this car, because I bought another car. I won't say for the channel, it's just to replace this one as a runaround, this is my daily driver, and to be honest, it's just not worth using a beautiful S5 as a daily driver. So I'm going to sell this to somebody who can really make use of it and really enjoy this car for its full potential. Why I've bought something else just to be a runaround for me. So I've got my F-Type Jag as my fun car as well. So in the next video, I think it'll be, then we'll have a look at the car that I bought as my daily driver. But for now, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you're interested in buying my car, then hit me up. All my contact details are in the description below, so drop me a line and we can maybe come to some sort of a deal. Till the next time, stay safe.